everyone, and welcome back to our channel. The Champions League has delivered yet another blockbuster tie as Manchester City and Real Madrid prepare to face off for an incredible fourth consecutive season in Europe's biggest competition. It's a rivalry that has given us unforgettable moments, late drama, and footballing masterclasses, and now, it's happening again in the 2024-25 playoff round. By the end of this tie, Man City will have played Real Madrid 14 times in the Champions League, at least 6 more times than any other opponent. That alone shows just how significant this fixture has become in modern football. It's Pep Guardiola versus Carlo Ancelotti. Erling Haaland versus Jude Bellingham. Champions League royalty versus Europe's new powerhouse. Today, we're going to break down this epic rivalry, take a look back at their past meetings, and predict what could happen when they clash again in February. But before we get into it, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on the Champions League. Also, let us know in the comments who you think will make it to the last 16, City or Madrid. A rivalry for the ages. How we got here. When people talk about the greatest rivalries in Champions League history, they often think of El Clasico between Barcelona and Real Madrid, or battles between Liverpool, Bayern, Juventus, and other European giants. But in recent years, no fixture has delivered more drama, intensity, and world-class football than Man City versus Real Madrid. This rivalry has evolved into something special, largely because both clubs have been at the peak of European football for the past few years. Madrid, of course, are the ultimate Champions League team, with a record 14 titles to their name. Meanwhile, City have been the most dominant force in Europe over the last 5 years, finally securing their first UCL trophy in 2023. It's not just about trophies, though. Every time these two teams meet, we get thrilling, unpredictable encounters. Let's take a quick look back at their last 3 battles in the Champions League. 2021-22 semi-finals, the Rodrygo miracle. One of the most heartbreaking nights in Manchester City's history. City were minutes away from reaching the final after taking a 5-3 aggregate lead in the second leg at the Santiago Bernabéu. But Rodrygo produced one of the most shocking comebacks in UCL history, scoring twice in the 90th and 91st minute to send the game into extra time. Then came Karim Benzema, scoring a penalty to complete Madrid's legendary turnaround, knocking City out and sending Los Blancos on their way to their 14th Champions League title. For City, it was a painful lesson. For Madrid, it was just another day in the Champions League. 2022-23 semi-finals, City's revenge. A year later, Manchester City got their payback, and they did it in devastating fashion. After a 1-1 draw at the Bernabéu, many expected another tight second leg. But instead, we witnessed one of the most dominant performances in Champions League history. City were unstoppable, tearing Madrid apart in a 4-0 demolition at the Etihad. Bernardo Silva scored twice, while Kevin De Bruyne, Jack Grealish, and Erling Haaland put on a masterclass. Madrid simply couldn't handle City's intensity, precision, and pressing game. City went on to win their first-ever Champions League title that season, proving they could go all the way. But Madrid don't forget. 2023-24 quarterfinals, the penalty shootout drama. Last season, these two titans met again, this time in the quarterfinals. And once again, we were treated to an absolute thriller. The first leg at the Bernabéu ended 3-3, with Vinícius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Rodrygo causing havoc, while City fought back through Haaland and De Bruyne. The second leg at the Etihad was just as dramatic, finishing 1-1 after extra time. It all came down to a penalty shootout, where Madrid held their nerve to eliminate City in their own stadium. It was another brutal Champions League exit for Pep Guardiola's side, while Madrid once again showed their mental strength in the competition. 2024-25. What happens this time? And now, here we are again. The fourth meeting in a row. But this time, it's not a quarterfinal or a semi-final, it's the playoff round. Both teams struggled in the new UCL format, failing to secure an automatic top 8 spot. City finished 22nd in the league phase, while Madrid ended 11th, missing out on an automatic place by just 1 point. Now, they must battle for survival in this brand-new playoff system. So, what can we expect this time? Key factors that could decide the tie. 1. Home advantage, Etihad first leg. City will host the first leg at the Etihad, which has been their fortress in Europe. In their last 29 Champions League home games, they have won 26, drawn 3, and lost 0. That's an insane record. Madrid know how tough it is to play there. Just ask them about that 4-0 defeat in 2023. 2. The Jude Bellingham factor. Madrid may have lost Benzema, but they now have Jude Bellingham, who has transformed into one of the world's best players. His leadership, goals, and all-round play have taken Madrid to a new level. Can he be the difference this time? 3. Haaland versus Madrid's defense. Last year, Madrid kept Haaland quiet at the Etihad. That was a huge reason why they won. But can they do it again? Haaland is a goal machine, and if Madrid let him loose, they could be in serious trouble. 4. The Pep versus Ancelotti chess match. Two of the greatest managers in football history. Guardiola is a tactical genius, but Madrid under Ancelotti always find a way to win. Whoever wins this battle in the dugout will likely decide the fate of the tie. Final thoughts: who goes through? This is one of the hardest games to predict. City have been dominant at home, but Madrid have that Champions League DNA that always gives them an edge. Will Pep Guardiola finally knock Madrid out again, or will Carlo Ancelotti's men continue their dominance over English clubs? Drop your predictions in the comments. Do you think City will get revenge, or will Madrid eliminate them again? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on this massive Champions League clash. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. #Man City, #Real Madrid, #UCL, #Champions League.